Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Adelina and today is not one of those motivational videos that I usually make. Today I think I'm the one who needs motivation, or maybe not. I think that's up for debate. Basically, I'm lazy. It sounds so like it. Oh my god. First of all, why am I doing this? Why am I making this video? Well, I've been feeling like crap lately. Can I say crap on YouTube? I've been feeling stuck, sad, something like that. And I was watching YouTube shorts. You know, YouTube has always been my escape. But you know what? For the first time lately, I felt like I'm fed up. All of those videos that say do this and do this and do this and do this. You know what I mean? Every other video is like that. It's advice and motivation. And I felt like I've had enough of this. Nothing is working. This is not motivating me. Like, I watch a video that's like, do this and it will change your life. And then I keep scrolling and I forget about it. Or it just gets lost in a mass of information. So I was thinking, what do people need? Like people like me, who feel stuck, who feel lost, who want to do things, get things done, but advice is not helping, you know? So I was thinking maybe the first thing is for people to know that they are not alone. For people to be able to relate to someone. I think that's the first step, and I think that's what's missing. So many people are just gurus and influencers and smart people. Good for them, but I think people need someone relatable. This is why I decided to make this video. I don't know how you're gonna feel about me, and I don't really care. What I care is how I feel about myself. This is what's important, because I don't know you, and I'll most probably never meet you, but I live with myself every day, 24/7. So how I feel about myself is pretty damn important. And how I feel is not good. So I'm gonna tell you a little story. Let's go backwards in time a little bit. To be honest with you, I've always been a lazy person. I grew up without my parents. I was abandoned when I was little. So my life was chaotic. I didn't know what was love. I didn't know what tasks and reward. I think that somewhere along the way, my childhood, something was not right, because something is not right here. Because I just don't know how to function at normal capacity. Right now I remember specifically a few people on YouTube, a few women on YouTube who are actually productive. Like you can see that, like they are graduating, they are getting married, they are buying homes, their home is clean, they are put together, they post videos, they have hobbies, they have friends. You see their posts, they're doing this and that, and I'm like, I have never been that productive in my entire life. I don't know how they do it. And one thing I know is that their upbringing was perfect. It's something that I always wanted since I was a kid. I envied, you know, kids who had parents. They lived a normal life, you know, they had a place, a nice place, they had everything they wanted, you know. So that's probably why they grew up. It's probably an education thing. Regarding that, yes, I think I lack some abilities. I'm not trying to find excuses. I'm just wording out the options of what might be the cause of the laziness. I can't say I was lazy my whole life, because I remember years ago I was working. Work was the only thing in my life. I did not have days off. I did not have vacations. I didn't become this hardworking, focused person on my own with social media or motivational videos or anything. No, it was a person that came into my life at that time and pushed me from behind every day, like a mentor, but he was very tough on me. He was making me do things by threatening me, by promising me things that never came true, or like lying to me and telling me things that would push me, you know? So I felt forced. I felt like I had no other way but to do this. Yes, I was productive a few years because of this person. And then in this period I made a lot of money. And then once I was able to quit, I quit. I left. I moved on with my life. And for the past 2 years, I did nothing. Nothing. No job, no hobbies, no friends, no studies, no working out, no traveling, very little traveling. I did nothing. I can't remember anything productive, anything meaningful. Something meaningful, you know, like getting a degree, like making a new friend. Basically, I've been sedentary. So now it's extremely difficult for me. Like, how do I say this? It's harder for me than the average person. The average person who has friends, they go on weekends to hang out, they work out, they have to go to work to provide for themselves. So they have to stay consistent with something. They have to be productive with something. At least they're productive at work. And that's an advantage. Why? Because when you're productive in something or you're staying consistent with something, it's easier to become consistent and productive in other areas in your life. But me being sedentary 100% for 2 years, I am so much in my comfort zone right now that it's difficult for me to bring myself to change my bed sheets or to take a shower or to go to the store to buy food. I ordered in today because I couldn't bring myself to cook. I want to become productive more than anything. That's the best version of me. You know, I have an image in my head of what the best version of me looks like. Successful, put together, organized, productive, fit. All of these things require work and consistency and discipline. So it makes me sad. It makes me sad every day to know that I want to achieve that and I don't know how. And the thing is, I don't want to repeat the same cycle where that guy, the only time when I was truly productive in my life was when that guy was forcing me with threats and with fear, with intimidation, pushing me, forcing me constantly to do things. I don't want to have to go through that again to become productive, because that was a vicious, toxic relationship, a toxic person, a toxic cycle that I don't want to repeat. I don't want to go through this again. So I have to find another way to become productive on my own. And alone, I feel like I lack the strength or the motivation or something. I think I feel motivated. Like, I look on Pinterest at pictures of what I envision myself to become in the future, and I get excited and I feel motivated, but then I feel like motivation is not enough. I can't bring myself to do the things that I want to do. I have a journal in which the journal is called The Best of Me. In this journal, it's set up so you can write down every day a few goals for that day. I've been writing this in this journal for like, I don't know how many days, like 50, 60 days, like 2 months or something. And there was not one day in which I was able to complete all 2 or 3 goals for that day. I was never able to do that in the past couple of months since I started writing in this journal. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it makes me sad. You would think it's 3 goals, it's 2 or 3 tasks. And in this whole day of like whatever, 12, 16 hours, I have all day long. I have a free day. I don't work. I don't study. I don't travel. At least I wish I had an excuse, you know? It would be better if, let's say I was not productive, but at least I could say that, hey, I have friends, I'm living life, I'm enjoying life, I'm traveling a lot, and I'm living all of these new experiences, and I'm hanging out, and I'm doing all of these outdoor activities, and wow, new experiences. I want to do all those things, but no, I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not doing anything with my life. And if I do nothing with my life, I will get nowhere, because that's what I'm doing. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. To get somewhere, I know that I have to put effort towards that goal, that dream, whatever it is. And doing nothing, I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck. And I don't know how to get unstuck. I've tried so many things. I've tried motivational videos. I've tried techniques from like Mel Robbins, like the 5-second rule. It's so popular, and like I did it. I think it worked at some point, and then I was just like, I forgot about it. I got distracted by other things. I was too lazy to practice it again. I wrote in my journal. I even recorded myself for half an hour on my phone a few days ago, saying how much I want to make progress, how much and why I want to make progress, why I want to do things. And I felt, wow, I felt motivated, I felt ready, inspired, excited after making this recording, talking about the things I want to achieve. But then I got home and just got comfortable, and that's it. My comfort zone, I think it's my biggest enemy. I think it's the comfort zone, and it's funny because the comfort zone is just my brain trying to protect myself, trying to protect me from the unknown, basically. It's a mechanism designed to protect us, to keep us safe. But this mechanism is not helping me, because yes, I am safe. I'm in my room all day doing nothing, but my mental health is declining because I'm not getting any closer to where I want to get. And this hurts me, you know? I don't want to feel this way anymore. I feel like I want to drink to escape this feeling, but alcohol is not a solution, it's not an option, so I'm not going to do that. I just have to find a solution, and I'm tired, you know, because I've tried so many different things to get productive, to motivate myself. I even have my best friend, who's my boyfriend, who's hyping me up, and even that is not enough. Even he gave me goals to motivate me. He said, if you're gonna be productive in 2 weeks, I'm gonna come to you and we're gonna do this and this. And even that couldn't make me become productive. I feel like I'm disappointing him, and most importantly, I'm disappointing myself, because I don't want to be this way. I don't. And speaking of this, of laziness, I feel like I should mention maybe a reason why I am this way and why I've been this way my whole life. So I had two grandmas. They were the complete opposites from each other. One grandma was the most hardworking woman I've ever met, I've ever heard of. And then the other grandma has been the laziest woman I've ever, and I'm not saying it as an insult, like it's just a fact, like it's what it is, you know, like everyone knew that. I saw that, I heard that since I was little, that she was extremely lazy. And funny thing is that I was always compared to her. I have some physical features, like my bone density, my body structure, whatever. It's like hers, the lazy grandma. And I've always been compared to her. They identified me with her, saying, oh, you are so much like her. You are so much like your grandma. Maybe it's also from like the DNA. It's a personality trait inherited from her, but also it became my identity because I was compared to her so much. And in my head I thought, oh, I'm like her, so I'm lazy as well and stuff like that. I don't know for sure, but all I care about is what am I going to do now? How am I going to fix this? Because I'm 26 now. Honestly, I don't have any excuses. I'm not a teenager anymore. I may look like one. I look young. But I'm 26. So I'm a grown woman and I have to behave like one. I have to start acting like a grown woman, with responsibilities, with duties, with tasks, with things to do. I want to work. I want to be productive. I want to work out and get fit and stay healthy. I want to cook and try new things. I want to make friends and go out, and I want to take care of myself and the place I live in. But how do I do that? That's the $1 million question. If I could just snap my fingers and get up and just do everything that I have to do, everything that I want to do, it would be amazing. But there's something in my mind is stopping me, you know? Like, I was like, yes, I want to go, but like, I get so comfortable in my bed. And you know, like my brain is talking me out of it. And I'm like, no, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to do anything. I don't think people are really in the mood to do things, but it's just like building a habit. I have to build habits. Like working out, like studying, like cooking, like cleaning, making a schedule. By the way, I started making schedules, trying to be productive since I was 13 years old. That's when I remember making my first schedule. I couldn't bring myself to stay consistent with the schedule. And since then I kept making schedules, trying to be productive, and I was never able to. Never. And there's no one to push me. I'm on my own. And I feel like I don't know what to do. And as I said, I have no excuses. As Mel Robbins says, there's no one coming. There's nobody coming. It's just me. And I have to find the solution. Yeah, so I don't know. What's the solution? I wish I could tell you. Another thing that I didn't mention was that I have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed. I didn't go to a doctor for this, but I have the symptoms. I get distracted very easily by things, and I think that's an issue because I'm like, yes, I want to do this, like, yeah, I want to go cook today. And then I get distracted. I'm like, oh, let me look at this travel agency. Oh, let me talk to my boyfriend. Oh, let me look at those pictures. Oh, let me read that book that I wanted to read yesterday. Maybe that's a mechanism to distract me, to stop me from being productive. You know what I mean? Like my mind trying to keep me in my comfort zone by distracting me from being productive. This sounds so far-fetched. I don't know what to believe, but it doesn't really matter. I think it's just I have to I have to become I have to become productive. There's no other way. There's no other way. Because there are two things: progress and regress. And stagnation means regress. Trust me, I know. Because 2 years of stagnation, in those years I have regressed. Trust me, stagnation is regression. This is why I have to evolve, I have to move forward, I have to improve. Because if I keep stagnating, I'm gonna move backwards, meaning I'm gonna get worse and worse. In the past 2 years, I have damaged my health. I've gained 80 pounds, and it's a whole lot of issues, like health issues, like mental health issues. So this is why I'm saying I have to make progress, meaning I have to get consistent. I have to, and it's, God, it sounds so easy, you know, like I told myself, I tried this, like just do one thing, you know, just become productive with one thing. And I start, for example, I told myself, walk 10,000 steps every day. That's it. Nothing else. Just do one thing. And I was able to do that for like a month. I'm proud of myself for that. The problem is, like every time I get consistent with something, I get productive with something, and then after a little while, I stop. It's like, I don't know, something distracts me, or I just can't find momentum anymore. I don't know, but I fall off the wagon every time, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I make some progress, then I stop, then I stagnate, which means I regress. So I get back to I'm running in circles. I get back to the starting point here. Am I making, so I'm not making any real progress here. It's crazy. God. This is a rant. This is a rant. Definitely. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And in my confusion, maybe at least I am helping you feel that you're not alone. And or maybe you're not lazy like me. Maybe you're super productive, super successful and consistent with everything. So that's awesome. I'm happy for you, and please tell me how you do it. Because I really want to know the truth. I want something that works for me, that's all. You know? And I want to have a happy ending to this video. I do. But I don't, because I don't know what to do with myself, and I don't know what to do from now, and I don't know what's the answer, how to get myself to become productive, consistent, with the things I want to do, and to keep being consistent for more than a month, for more than 30 days. I don't know. I was never able to. I guess I'll just relax and think about this and meditate and think about something, and then I guess I'll come back to you with an update to let you know, because you probably want to know how to do this. I hope I'll find the answer. I know I have to. I want this so badly, to become the best version of myself. It's my purpose. If I fail at this, I lose my purpose. I can't have that. I just can't. I can't live with myself knowing that I can't live with myself looking back. I had 2 years in which I had all the free time in the world that 99% of people in this world wish they could get, wish they could have. And what did I do with 2 years of free time? Nothing. I'm sorry. Sorry to myself. I'm sorry to myself because I did this to myself. I could have made so much progress, could have done so many things. Well, you know what they say, don't dwell on the past. The past is gone. I can't change anything about the past. All I can do now is change the present, create the future. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Wish me luck. I'll see you in the next video with good news, hopefully. I love you. I love you. And if you're still listening, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.